Hi everyone, welcome to this second session in AutoCAD beginner series. So today we are going to see line and polyline along with some of this status bar tools. So before starting with line and polyline, so here we are having one status bar toggle. The first one is drawing grid. So in this drawing area we can have this drawing grid. Sometimes we require, sometimes we don't require. So whenever you want, you can make it on from here and make it off also from here. So I'm just clicking it. So now it is off. So once again, if you need it, you can once again click on the same display drawing grid option, so it will be there. So the shortcut for this is F7. If you click on F7, grid on. If you click on F7 again, grid off. So F7 is the shortcut for that. So starting with the line command, so you can come over here, the drawing tool, so click on this line. So it is asking now specify your first point. So you have to enter the coordinate of that particular point. So XY position of that particular point we need to enter. You can start from anywhere, or if you want to start from exactly on origin, you have to enter your coordinate as 0, 0. So now I am entering 0, 0. So 0, 0 and then press enter. So now it is starting on 0, 0 origin. So then it is asking you the next point. It has to be having some distance and having some angle. So you have to enter the distance and the angle as well. So now I need exactly on 0 degree and a length of 50. Give 50 and then press enter, so it will start. So once again, if you want to make another line at certain angle, also we can create. Now if I want to make it a particular angle, 45 degree like that, and a length, consider 30. So I'm entering my length as 30, but I need it at 45. So now press tab. Now automatically it will enter the angle. So whatever the angle you need it for this line, you have to enter from here. So consider I need 30. So give 30 and then press enter. So now length also 30, the angle also 30. So then the same way, suppose if you need at any angle and any length, you can make this way. Consider I'm creating my line exactly 0 degree. Now if I click over here anywhere, if you see now it is showing me 0, but if you zoom in, there will be a slight difference, but I don't want this difference to be there. So at the time we have one option called ortho mode. So once you click on this ortho mode, you can see the difference. I can make my line exactly 0, 90, 180 and 270. Only to this particular angle only I can make. So now you don't need to enter your angle, you have to enter your length only. Consider I need to make 50, enter. Then once again, suppose I need 10 mm, enter. Then along this side 50, enter. Then this side, then enter. So now that is over. Suppose if you want to escape or exit from the command, press escape. So like this way we can create objects having only 0, 90, 180 and 270. For that particular angles only we can use this option. Consider I want to make my line, or I want to make lines continuously on a particular angle, but it is not 0 that ortho angles. Consider it is 30 degree, 60, 90 like that, or 45, 90 like that, or 10, 20 like that. So for that we have one option over here called polar tracking. This is also called as restrict the cursor to the specified angle that you mentioned over here. So if once you click on this drop down, it will show you what are the angles that is already there. It's like a series of angles. So now it is selected as 30, 60, 90 like that. So now I'm clicking this on. So now once you click on this polar tracking, automatically the ortho mode will get off. So now I'm starting my line. So I'm clicking my line over here. So now without this, consider I'm going to 0, or I'm going to 30°. Now it is showing 30, but there will be having some differences. So that's why once I make this polar tracking on, you can see once I come to 30°, automatically it shows me a green line. So now I can create my line exactly on that 30°. So now here you don't need to give angle, only thing is you need to give the length. Consider I'm giving 50 and then press enter. So now length is 50, angle is 30°. So like the same way, suppose along 60 if we need another line, consider I need to make 45, enter. Consider along 180, that is also a series of 30°. So here consider I'm giving 50, then press enter, it is created. Like the way you can make lines only through the particular angle. Consider here we have this much series already, by default it has been listed out, but now I want to make my line, it is having different series like 16, 32, like that I need to make. So at the time we can't use this options over here. So for that we have to go to tracking settings, and then we need to add our angle as a new. So click on this new and then add your angle. Consider I'm giving 16 and then press OK. So now the angle that you have entered is listed over here. It will be taken as a series like 16, 32, multiples. So click over here. Now if you click on this and then if you go along 16, automatically it will show you a green color. Then you have to enter your length. So like this way we can create our lines along a specified angle also, or by using ortho mode we can restrict the cursor to only 0 and 90°. Now before that we are having one snap mode. So this snap mode is usually used for restricting the length of the line and positioning. Now consider we have two options in snap mode. So in the snap, the grid snap is on. So once I click on this, so now the grid snap is on. So now you can see there is a slight changes. Once it is on, you can create a line, that is your start point and your end point has to be exactly on this grip, that is on the grid point. Suppose if it is off, I can create anywhere, it doesn't need to touch exactly on the end point. But if we make it on, it will touch exactly on the end point only. Either it is inclined or either it is straight, but it will exactly touch on the end point. So like this way we can use this option grid snap to exactly position it. Another one we are having here is polar snap. So once you click on this polar snap, we have some snap settings as well. So click on the snap settings, here polar distance and as well as, so polar snap means it will ask you both the distance and the angle. So already we have taken the angle as 16°. Suppose if I need 30°, you can make 30° on, and the distance that we have given as 10 mm. So now if you create your line, so I'm just starting anywhere, but once you go along 30, you can see automatically take us 10 mm as the end condition. So like a multiples of 10, if you go nearer to 20, automatically take 20. Now if I press enter, so 10, suppose if you need 15 also, you can give 15, it will come, it will snap automatically. So like this way we can create. So suppose I need 10, click over here, automatically it is 10. Suppose if you need once again 10, click over here. So if it is minimum to 10 also, suppose if I click over here also, automatically it will take 10 only, because my polar distance has taken as 10 only. So like this way also we can create. So this option mostly we use, consider you are having same length but in a different angle. So at the time we will use this option polar snap on. So now I'm making it off. So now like this way we can create lines with different angles and different lengths as well. So next, one important thing we need to see is over here we have one option called dynamic input. So now here you can see it is asking me first point. Once I go specified my first point, it will ask you next point, and you can get to know what is your angle and what is your length, everything. But now once it is off, you can create line, but there will be no information on this drawing area. So always make sure this drawing, that is this dynamic input, is on. Then only we can get to know what position our object is. So press escape to exit. Now, so whenever the object has been created, if you want to select the object, you just go nearer to it and just click left mouse button. So the object has been selected. So now you can see the end point and the middle point has been connected with some square boxes. So these square boxes is nothing but grip points. So by using this grip points, if you click on this end, you can increase the object along the length also, or you can change the angle as well. Along the length, if you move, automatically it will show you a green line. So consider I need 10 mm only, I have to increase, so enter 10, automatically the length will get increased to 10 mm. Like the similar way, if you click on this end grip point, you can decrease as well, or if you want to move to any angle, we can move. Once you click on this middle grip point, automatically it will like a move command, you can move one place wherever you require. Now we have some other selection methods as well. Consider if you want to select one, you can click like this, or if you want to select this, you can continuously select. Now if I want to unselect, you have to hold shift, then select the same item that you don't want. So once you click over it, then it will get unselected. If you need it again, just leave the shift, then just left mouse button, click over there. Now this selection is useful for like 1 or 2 lines, but consider I want to select all the objects. Either I want to move or I want to delete. For that purpose, I have to make the selection that is called group selection. Now in group selection we have almost 4 different options. So like first 2 will be a set, then second 2 will be a set. Now consider this is your object. Now if you click on this left mouse button, just click and drag it from left to right, then you can see the selection method. It comes in color blue. Now you can see once the object has been fully inside the boundary, then only the object is highlighting. That means then only the object will get selected. So you have to come from left to right, and the selected object has to be fully inside the boundary, then only we can select it. But we have another one, like vice versa, from right to left. If you go, then we have a selection like in green color. You can see for this selection you don't need to select full object, you just need to touch the objects that you want to select. So once the object has been touched, automatically it will get selected. Now if I want to delete, you can delete. If you want to move, you can move as well. We have another kind of selections as well. So again 2 selection. This selection you have to hold left mouse button and drag it this way. So it will be like a polygonal kind of selection. So what are the objects that is inside, only that will get selected, but mostly we don't use this much. Same way if you come from right to left, we have this selection. So for this you need to just touch. So now the same way if you want to delete or if you want to move, we can do it with this option over here. So next important tool we are having over here called snap, that is object snap. So now if I click on this line, once I go nearer to a line that is already there, if you see, automatically it tells you this is the end point. The same way, if you go nearer to that end point, it shows me, and also it will show you the midpoint as well. But these things called object snap, once the object snap is off, consider now it is off. Now if I go nearer to this one or this one itself, here you can see I can create my line. Suppose if I click over here and I can start, but you can see, if you zoom in and see, it is not touching properly. So that's why we mostly make this object snap as on. Then only we can create our object. It can be anything, line or circle or anything, exactly on the end point or on the center, like that. So now you can zoom in and see it is exactly touching the end point over here. So now we have multiple options. We have end point, midpoint, and center of a circle, quadrant, like that, different options. So if you don't want any of this, just click over there, so it won't show you on the snap. Now next to it, we are having one more option over here, that is object snap tracking. Now you can see, if you click on this line, I can start my line from here. Consider along 0 degree, I'm giving 15, enter, then I'm going straight like 15, enter, then along this direction. If you know the distance, you can give that also, or once you come nearer to this end point, automatically it traces that end points as well. So now you can see it is automatically 15. So click over here, same way you can join it this way, and then press escape. Next to line command, we are having polyline. So between line and polyline, we are having some small differences, but it is also similar like line only. You have to enter length, angle, and you can use all this option, that is ortho-mode or specified angle, same grid snap, polar snap, and object snap, everything. But there is a slight difference. So consider I'm just creating like this object I have created with the line. Consider a similar kind of object I'm creating with normal line. So this one created with polyline, this one created with normal line. Now you can see, once I've clicked on the object that has been created with the line, I'm moving it, or I'm just selecting it. You can see only this particular line that I have selected, only that is moving. The other lines and all, it is stationary. But you can see, once I click over here, that is this line, all the objects or all the lines has been selected. So that is the main difference between a line and polyline. So same thing, suppose if I click on this middle grip point, if I move, you can see all the lines are moving together. Similarly, we will having more differences as well. So I'm starting from here. You can see we have options to create arcs, arc width, length, everything on that. Suppose once I'm starting my line, suppose here I want to create an arc. We have specific options for creating arc as well. Suppose if you need to create arc here itself, you can click on this arc, then you have to enter either this, that is the diameter of the arc and at what angle, or if you want to specify the angle from here, you can specify, or the center of the arc, how, suppose the center of the arc is locating at 15, and then up to what angle the arc has to come. So now if I hold control, automatically the arcs will start from clockwise. Previously it is in anti-clockwise. Now if I hold control, automatically it will start in clockwise. So like this way, now it is continuous process. Suppose here also if you want to create arc, you can create. Same way we have different options. Suppose if you need to create line, you can click on line, or you can just click L, enter, automatically the line command will come. So like this way, continuously we can form our arcs, line together in this polyline option. Now suppose I'm just creating it like this way. Now consider I want to close at exactly start point. You can go like this as well, or you can click on this close option. Automatically it will close it like this way. So next option in Polyline we are going to see is arc width. Now you can see it is a small line, like the width of the line is so small. If you want to show a different line pattern or a difference in lines, then you can go for arc width. You have to enter the arc width distance. Consider I'm giving 5 as my starting arc width. Suppose you want tapered, you have to enter different distance. If you want both like a straight, then you have to enter both value same. Then you can see it is forming as a width object, like a wall kind of thing it is creating now. Same way, suppose if I want to end it over here, or if you want to perform arc, now if I press escape, automatically it will be creating like this way. So like this way we can create line and polyline. We have other options in Polyline as well. Suppose if you don't want arc width now, you can click on arc width and make it 0 and 0. So now it will become normal. If you want to enter length, the same way what we are giving here on top that we are mentioning, same only length. So half width we are giving only half of the width. In width, if you give 10, it will take 10 mm directly. Suppose in half width I have to give it as a 5 mm. So that is the difference. So consider in half width I'm giving 5 as my start and then 5 as my end, and I'm just starting like this. So once again I'm going for polyline, I'm starting on the same end point. So now I'm just making my half width as 0. Instead of that I'm going for width, I'm giving 5 over here, same ending with also 5. Now you can see the difference. So half width, like multiplied by 2 is your width. So that's the difference. So this is a practice session for line and polyline. So the drawing you are seeing over here, you can create it with line or polyline. So consider now I am creating this with polyline. So before starting this, we need to set the units. So I'm setting the units as millimeter. So I need up to 2 decimal point. So type as decimal only, and then insertion as my millimeter. So starting from polyline, click over here. So I need to start from here, and along 0 degree I need a line of length 15. Enter, and then straight, that is this line having a length of 10 mm. So come down and then enter the value as 10, then press enter. Then along this side, so distance is 15, give 15 and then press enter, and then straight down, so the distance is 20, and then press enter, and then this same 20, enter, and then if you see this height is 10 mm, so go straight and then give 10, enter, and then comes this distance 10, enter, and then join it over here exactly on the end point, or you can mention with distance as well. So this drawing has been completed. So we will see another drawing as well. So same thing, this also you can start with line or polyline. Consider I'm starting with line, so I'm starting from here. So click, so distance is 30, enter, and then it has to come down. That distance is 10 mm, so come down, give 10, enter, and this distance is horizontal, that is 10 mm, enter, and then it is going up, same 10, or you can snap also. And then we are having the horizontal distance is 30, enter, and then it is coming down, same distance as 30, and then this distance, if you see over here, it is 10 mm, so give 10, enter, then it is going up having 10 mm. So along vertical 10, enter. But now there is no, they haven't given any angle for that, they have mentioned this distance only, so we can't start from here. So other thing we can do is we can start a line from here to here, then we can join this end and this endpoint. So going to line command, start from this endpoint, so going straight, having distance as 15, enter. Now from this endpoint I have to connect it like this. So click on this line command, so come over here from this endpoint to this endpoint. So we will continue, then we can remove that. So this distance is 20, enter. Same, this is inclined, so we can't make, so just press escape, then I can just select and delete this one. So then I can start from here, then I can connect it like this way. So click on line, so starting from this endpoint, coming down, so this distance is 30, enter, and this horizontal is 10, enter, and this vertical distance is same 10, enter, and then connect it with this endpoint over here. So now this drawing also completed. So I will attach one more drawing for your practice, so practice this as an exercise as well.